Have you ever said yes to something you really wanted to say no to? Maybe it was a last-minute project at work, a social event you were dreading, or helping a friend move on your only day off. You're not alone. So many of us struggle with saying no. We worry about disappointing others, being seen as selfish, or missing out on opportunities. But what if I told you that saying no is one of the most powerful things you can do for your well-being, your productivity, and your relationships? What if no is actually the new yes? Today, we're diving deep into the art of saying no. It's a skill, and like any skill, it can be learned and mastered. We're going to explore why it's so hard to say no in the first place. And then I'll share practical, effective strategies to help you say it with confidence and without the guilt. Let's start with the why. Why is no such a difficult word? For many of us, it starts in childhood. We're taught to be agreeable, to be helpful, to put others first. This creates a deep-seated belief that saying no is impolite or unkind. There's also a powerful social component. We're social creatures, hardwired for connection. We fear that saying no will lead to rejection or conflict, threatening our place within our social circles, whether it's family, friends, or colleagues. And let's not forget the fear of missing out, or in our hyper-connected world, we're constantly bombarded with what everyone else is doing. Saying no to an invitation can feel like you're being left behind, even if you'd rather be at home with a good book. But here is the crucial shift in mindset we need to make. Saying no isn't about rejecting the other person. It's about accepting your own limits. Every time you say yes to something, you are, by default, saying no to something else. If you say yes to working late, you're saying no to dinner with your family, your gym session, or simply some quiet time to decompress. When you view it this way, you realize that saying no isn't selfish. It's strategic. It's about protecting your most valuable resources, your time, your energy, and your mental health. Think of your energy as a finite resource, like a battery. Every task, every commitment, every social interaction drains a little bit of that battery. If you're constantly saying yes to everything, you'll end up completely depleted, running on empty. This leads to burnout, stress, and resentment. You can't pour from an empty cup. By saying no to things that don't align with your priorities, or that drain you excessively, you're actually preserving your energy for the things that truly matter. It allows you to show up as your best self for the commitments you make. So, how do we actually do it? How do we say no, gracefully and effectively? It's not about being harsh or dismissive. It's about being clear, kind, and firm. My first strategy is the simple and direct no. You don't always need a long, elaborate excuse. In fact, over-explaining can sometimes weaken your position and open the door for negotiation. A simple, "Thank you for thinking of me, but I won't be able to make it," or "I appreciate the offer, but I'll have to pass this time," is often all that's needed. It's respectful, clear, and leaves no room for ambiguity. Practice saying it in the mirror. It might feel awkward at first, but it gets easier. Next up is the sandwich method. This is great for when you're dealing with a more sensitive request or person. You start with a positive or appreciative statement. That's the top slice of bread. Then, you state your no clearly, that's the filling. And you finish with another positive or alternative solution, the bottom slice of bread. For example, a colleague asks for help on a project when you're swamped. You could say, "I'm really impressed with the work you're doing on that project, and I appreciate you asking for my input. Unfortunately, I'm completely booked this week and can't give it the attention it deserves. Maybe we could touch base next week to see if I can help then." See how that works? It softens the blow while still being firm. Another powerful technique is to buy yourself time. We often say yes impulsively because we feel put on the spot. It's perfectly okay to pause before responding. You can say something like, "Let me check my calendar and get back to you," or "That sounds interesting. I need a moment to think about it." This gives you the space to genuinely assess your capacity and whether the request aligns with your priorities. It moves you from a reactive yes to a thoughtful decision. Often, once you step away, you'll find the clarity to give an honest and firm no if that right for you. And what about the guilt? That nagging feeling that you've let someone down? The key is to reframe it. The guilt you feel is often self-imposed. Remind yourself that you are not responsible for other people's emotional reactions. A reasonable person will understand that you have your own commitments and limitations. By setting boundaries, you're actually teaching people how to treat you. You're showing them that your time and energy are valuable. In the long run, this builds healthier, more respectful relationships. People will learn that when you do say yes, you're all in, because you're not overextended and resentful. Your yes becomes more meaningful. Let's consider the workplace. Saying no to your boss or a senior colleague can feel particularly daunting. But a good manager will respect your honesty about your workload. Instead of a flat no, you can frame it as a matter of prioritization. You could say, "I'd be happy to work on this new task. Currently, my priorities are Project A and Project B. To give this new task the focus it needs, which of the other projects should I deprioritize?" This demonstrates that you're a team player and are thinking strategically about the company's goals, while also realistically managing your workload. It opens a dialogue rather than shutting one down. This brings us back to our core idea. No is the new yes. Every time you say no to a distraction, you're saying yes to focus. Every time you say no to a commitment that drains you, you're saying yes to your well-being. Every time you say no to something that isn't aligned with your values, you're saying yes to a life of intention and purpose. Start small. Pick one small thing this week to say no to. Maybe it's scrolling on your phone instead of reading, or agreeing to a social plan you're not excited about. Notice how it feels. It might be uncomfortable at first, but I promise you, that feeling will be replaced by a sense of empowerment and relief. You are taking back control of your life, one no at a time. It's a journey, not a destination. There will be times you slip up and say yes when you shouldn't have, and that's okay. Just acknowledge it and try again. Learning to say no is one of the greatest acts of self-care you can practice. It's about creating space in your life for the people, activities, and goals that truly light you up. It's about living authentically and on your own terms. So, I encourage you to embrace the power of this small but mighty word. Give yourself permission to say no, so you can give your best yes. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope these strategies help you on your journey. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on living a more intentional life. I'd love to hear your experiences with saying no, so drop a comment below. Until next time, take care.